construction worker accidentally knocks a brick from a building so that it falls vertically a distance of 50 metres to the ground. Use G equals negative 9.8 metres per second squared and ignore air resistance when answering these questions. What's the first thing we do? Before, diagram. Good. So, our diagram, our brick is falling. Guys, thanks. Our brick is falling 50 metres. Okay? We know our acceleration. Now, from this, our acceleration is negative, so that means up is positive and down is negative. Okay? We just need to keep those in mind. So we've got our diagram. Okay. So how long does it take the brick to fall halfway to 25 metres? Now we write what we know and what we want to know. So what do we know?
Initial speed.
We know initial speed is 0. It starts at rest. What else do we know? Acceleration. Acceleration is equal to negative 9.8. What else do we know? Distance. What's distance?
50.
Not 50. 25. In this particular question, we only want to know how long it takes the ball to travel halfway, 25 metres. Okay, so we want to know how long it takes to go 25 metres. So we are looking for, what are we looking for? We're looking for time. Okay, so that's that S equals UT plus a half AT squared. All right, UT is 0 again.
Oh,
So
how would we get T? Oh no, it's in the other one. Yeah.
So 1/2 AT squared. So now we can rearrange this a little bit. And so we get 2S on A square root. So T is equal to 2S on A square root of that. Okay, I've jumped a step getting from this point to this point. If you're not quite sure how I got to that final definition, let me know later and I'll walk you through it. Okay, it's just rearranging your equation. All right, T is equal to 2S on A, the square root of all that. So S is 25, so that is equal to the square root. Oh, I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. That's going to give us a square root of a negative number. What have I done wrong? I've messed something up. S is negative. It is travelling downwards. S must be negative. Very good, Boren. Just seeing if you're paying attention. Yes, it was always on purpose. Don't even need to ask. S is negative. So that gives us negative 50 over negative 9.8 square root. Okay, those negatives cancel out. So it's 50 over 9.8 and then the square root of that. So our time will be I'll call it 2.3 seconds. I'll do it up here. Okay, so you should get about 2.3 seconds for that. Cool. All right, so how long does the brick take to fall all the way to the ground? Okay, again, this is just our SUVAT thing. Now, most of these we can use the same as we had them up here, except S now has to be negative 50. You cannot just double that previous one either. Why not? Because it's getting faster. So the second 25 metres will be less time than the first 25 metres because it is speeding up. So A equals... You can double the 50. You can't double the 2.3 seconds though. S equals negative 50. We want T. So from that formula before, T is equal to the square root of 2S on A. So the square root of negative 100 on 9.8, negative 9.8. We get 3.2. Yep. Yeah. 3.2 seconds. All right, and this passes our common sense test. Okay, it took it 2.3 seconds to go 25 metres because it started at 0 and it's getting faster as it goes down. It only takes 0.9 of a second to go that second 25 metres because it's already travelling pretty quickly and it's only getting faster. Okay, So we do the Suvat equations the same as you do them in the horizontal. Write down what you know, write down what you want to know. Just be careful, you're only working in one dimension, and be careful of your signs. What is the speed of the brick as it hits the ground? Okay, so again, this is our Suvat. What are we looking for this time? V. All right. So we want to find V. We know U. We know A. We can use S if we want. We know everything basically except V.
In physics, is it considered bad form to use results from your previous calculations?
It's a good question. No, it's not considered bad form. I tend not to, so I wouldn't necessarily use the time that I got in the last question if I had a choice, just in case I stuffed up the last one. You wouldn't want to, carry that forward. But if you have to use the last one, that's fine. Or if you're confident in your answer, that's fine. I would tend to, just as an instinct thing, use these rather than using the ones I did last time. Okay, so that formula, v squared equals u squared plus 2as. See, you will know these off by heart, don't worry. All right, so u squared, that's easy, that's 0, plus 2 times negative 9.8 times negative 50. So what's that, 980. So v is equal to the square root of 980. Which is 31.3.
However, why is that a positive? Down's negative. So.
That is true. Why is that a positive?
Should it be plus minus 980 because you're squaring, because you're converting from v squared to v? So that should be plus minus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, look, v squared, so this can be negative, that's fine, because v squared, if you square that, it becomes positive. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be one that it's an instinct thing. You just know that down, so you call that 31.3 meters per second down. But yeah, good point. Okay, just, yeah, common sense for something like this.